And we are live, guys. I will give it a couple of minutes for people to stream in. There's already 4 people in the video or watching the video. Not in the video. There's only one person with a beautiful coffee mug, with a beautiful Bitcoin teaspoon, with a beautiful Bitcoin hat. So I'm going to give it some time for people to stream in, and then I will copy the link and share it also on X so that people will start to stream in YouTube as well. And then we're going to talk about Bitcoin, blockchain, and life. You can ask me anything today again on this beautiful Friday, the 28th of June. Almost weekend, guys. Almost weekend. Let me see. Something is off as on YouTube. It's not streaming, or is it streaming? Let me see. It is streaming on YouTube as well. I'm going to share it now on X. Let me see. Of course, it's not the perfect time. I know that a lot of you are working and are going to your jobs and all that stuff. Yeah, sometimes I just also need to do it on the moment that is perfect for me. Of course, I can't always do what you guys want. Try to do it as much as possible, guys. But this time I need to do it at 3 o'clock. I don't know why it doesn't want to paste my link. Here. There is my YouTube link post. So now also live on YouTube. I'm going to check the YouTube chat if that is up. The YouTube chat is up and running. Sayed Ali, welcome to the live. Taxi 374, welcome to the live. John Higgins, welcome to the live. Jan Zonderland, welcome. Vince Matterson, Bart, Joao, Miguel, Joshua, Bart, Wieland, Country Turf Supplies, also welcome. Hugo, Taxi, and all of the others, welcome, guys. Good morning from the USA. Yes, it's now almost 3 p.m. here in Europe and Spain at the moment where I am. It's a beautiful place. Look, near the coastline, so it's like, there's a beautiful view everywhere. Nice. But today we're going to focus on all your questions, guys. And I know there's a lot of questions because all people are DMing me. Hey, Didi, why is Bitcoin not at a bull market top? So we're going to talk about that. Also, probably going to answer a few questions about Solana because there is a lot of questions about Solana lately. And I will tell you why my view is not that bullish on Solana, but we will go back to that later. Starting this one now at 3 p.m. instead of 4 p.m. because at 4:30, I think, the Formula One training sessions will start. I know a lot of people are watching that, so I just want to end it before 4:30 so that you all have a beautiful time to watch that Formula One as well. Also, Portugal in the house. Didi, which card do you need to take without your name? Is that possible? There is a few virtual cards that you can use. They are also possible. For example, one of those cards is one I've been testing lately, and that card seems to work really well. I've been paying with it because you can combine this one with Apple Pay, so you can connect it to Apple Pay. And this one is the 1-inch card, and it doesn't have my name on it. So there's not that much on it anymore. It's like only like 32 euros now left on it because, I tried with 100 euros. I start to spend and, if it works. But it did work. So the 1-inch card, you can do it with a soft KYC. So you don't need to upload any data on your address and everything. And then it's like just topping up that card, max $2,000. And then without that, giving your AML, completely like your proof of address, you can use that card. So that's a card without a name. I don't know if that's the answer to your question, but there is not many cards left that you can use without a name. Then you get into the prepaid card section. For example, Bitsa. Bitsa has prepaid cards. So these prepaid cards, you can buy them in all kinds of stores. I know in Spain, Portugal, France, you can buy them at the Carrefour, the Fnac, and there's a couple of other stores that support Bitsa cards as well. It's like the PlayStation cards where you top up your PlayStation. You can also use Bitcoin cards from Bitsa. I want to give you the link to these cards. But then you need to take the prepaid card, guys. So it's all prepaid cards that you need to take, not the ones that are registered on your name. Let me see. I will post a link over there. That's the one, Bitsa card. Good morning from the United States. How is the United States doing? Leon McCrae, did you watch the discussion between Biden and Mr. Trump? I really needed to laugh that this guy still at 98 years old is allowed on stage and to ramble like that. And even this guy, this guy has the possibility to push a button with like nuclear weapons. I can't even understand this guy is allowed to do that, because we all can see he's not like really smart anymore, like he's losing it. We need you in Dubai. Sayed, why do I need to come to Dubai? I've been to Dubai so many times. What should I do in Dubai? Should I go live there with my family, or should I go and just spend some time there with the crypto community? Let me know, Sayed, what you think I should do in Dubai. Maybe my daughters will love Dubai for shopping, at least. Yes, Matthias, good morning indeed. Good morning. John Higgins, Didi, you should sell those Bob Marley shirts and the awesome Bitcoin hat too. You will have an army of Didis walking around promoting Bitcoin. Yeah, these hats, they were sold for a very long time on a website, but I couldn't find them back anymore. I will check if the website is online again. I will, because they are not mine, and if they are not back on, no, it's still not online, the shop. So I think the shop stopped existing. And maybe I know who the creator is of these hats. Maybe I should have these hats created by that guy and then sold in my shop. But my shop is drop shipping, so I can't like send every day a hat. So there needs to be an automated facility that will do all that stuff for me. So I will see. I will look into it. We have some Bitcoin hats in our shop as well, but they're not the beautiful ones with this beautiful, inside pattern and everything. So yeah, I agree. Nico Zar, welcome. Yes, thank you for calling me a legend. I don't feel like a legend. I think Bob Marley is a legend. I'm just a crypto guy. Yo, Limburg here. Let's talk about Netherlands. Yeah, Totti, that's a very good one. Netherlands against Austria. That was like terrible. I've never seen the Netherlands perform that bad. And the problem is now we will probably see Austria again now in the quarterfinal, in the half finals, because we are going to probably win from Romania. I think that is possible as the Netherlands. And I think Austria will win from Turkey, and then we will meet again. And I hope the Netherlands have learned their lesson. But let's see. Pim Vessels, ben je bang? Am I afraid in this bull market? Afraid for what, Pim? I don't know what you mean with that. Are you afraid in this bull market? I'm not afraid in this bull market. I don't know what I should be afraid of. No, so I'm not afraid in this bull market. I don't know what you mean with the question. Maybe you ask it again. What should you do if during selling your positions at the end of the bull market the dollar would collapse? If the dollar would collapse at the end, then we would all have a big issue, of course. Then we will have a short period of not too positive economy, which will lead to a worldwide collapse. But I think that worldwide collapse will be like very short-lived, because I think it will be replaced by a new currency, and probably there will be a currency created by the BRICS countries, or maybe people will really start to understand Bitcoin and start to use it as a currency as well. We don't know yet, but I am not afraid that it will collapse. And to be very honest, the period that you are out of Bitcoin at the bull market top, that is only for 12 months. So you will cash out in 2025, September or something, maybe October, maybe even December, doesn't matter. Maybe it's a Christmas gift, the top of the new bull market. You cash out to USDT, USDC, DAI, maybe you diversify between those three, and you can even cash out into gold at the company that I've been sharing already for a couple of months, because they allow it also for you to exchange Bitcoin into gold and gold into Bitcoin again. And that's all done online, but the gold is really in your own safe. You have cameras that watch your safe and all that stuff. So it's a really cool company. I don't know if you know it already. I will post the link as well, so you can check it out for yourself. But that is where you exchange Bitcoin to gold. Now, that bear market that will come, that will only take like 12 months. It's always 12 months. And then after those 12 months, we have the bear market bottom. So then the dollar needs to collapse in those 12 months. I don't see that happening. I don't think the dollar will be collapsing. I do think the dollar will be collapsing as a world reserve currency, which means it will lose value against Bitcoin or against any other currency in the world. But that is also an opportunity. It's an opportunity when the blood is on the streets, you just buy. So there will always be a solution. It won't happen overnight, in my opinion. Okay, let me see. Then the worth of USDT and USDC will drop to, yes, but Matthias van Lieshout, I don't think it will drop as fast and as quick as Bitcoin is dropping. Like Bitcoin is dropping, then I think in the bear market 50% maybe, or even 60%. You know, so the dollar value and it will not fall down with 60%, in my opinion. It's just almost impossible with the amount of debts and everything they have, and the amount of dollars are held by China, by Europe. I don't see that happening, so I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of that. Is this the bottom? Pascal Sichert, this is a bottom around 60K. You know, 58K was a huge area of support. That's where we went to liquidate a lot of people, a lot of longs. Now there's a lot of liquidations happening around 67 plus K, so 67 to 71K. We will go there and visit those levels as well to liquidate other people. I think this summer you just need to start to understand that the summer is always boring. It's just boring. After the halving, it's always like between 50 and 150 days, 50 and 150 days that we go sideways. And in that period of sideways time, that is the moment when you just take a breath and you will just go zoom out and will just go and enjoy life. And don't focus too much on crypto, because we will be going up. If you're a trader, just stay focused. You can trade from 60 to 70, from 60 to 70 in those levels. But I don't think we will go back to 50K or even 40K. You know, 52K is a huge level of support, and that's also at the moment, I think the 200-day moving average is around 55K, 56K. So these levels, of course, we can always visit these levels, but you know, I will keep repeating it. I don't think people understand yet how it will feel to double your capital from now within 12 months. You're now doubting about buying around 60K or 58K or even 52K. So that's like 10K difference. Bitcoin is going to double from 50, 60K to 120K. So the moment you are there with Bitcoin at 120K, you really don't give a shit or a fuck about if you bought at 60 or 50K. You were making 70K profit, or you were making 60K profit in 12 months time. I think you will be either way happy with all those profits. So I don't think you need to focus too much on that short-term volatility from when to buy. Just keep buying, keep buying. Every month, if you get your salary, keep buying. I do the same. Every month, I don't receive a salary, but I do receive my affiliate fees or sales of the shop, sales, whatever I do. You know, I also earn some Bitcoin, but also USDT daily, and I will always dollar cost average at these levels. I've been buying around 61K. I bought a little bit around 57K. If we drop more, I will buy there. If we go to 65K and I get money free, I will buy at that level. If you go to 70K or 80K, I will even be buying at these levels. I don't care. I will be buying at these levels because I always have the opportunity to dollar cost average out of Bitcoin near that bull market top. So that's my answer. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't say if there's a bottom, but for me, 57, 58K was a beautiful level to pick up again. It's the sixth time this bull market now that we dropped with 20%. So on average, every time we drop with 20%. So this is just normal. Like we have been doing already 5 times. It's just the 6th time that we drop with 20%. So Manfred, I don't know who Manfred is. Manfred, ben je hier? No, I don't know who they are talking to. Dubai crypto community needs you in summer vacations, awaiting you. Habibi, come to Dubai. Yeah, but in the summer in Dubai, it's like, what is it, 40 degrees, 50 degrees? Can I even walk there without dying directly on the streets? When will Bitcoin go to the moon? After this summer, from September, we will go to the moon. I think from September, we will have a huge run till December. So it will be from denial phase where everybody thinks this is over, then we go from 60K, 70, 80, 90, 100, maybe even 100K in before December this year. And then when we hit that 100K level, we will fall down again. We will be like, people will be taking profits. Yeah, 100K. And then they take profits, and then we fall back to 70K. And then January, February, that is a dip always. So that will be the 70K dip. And then from February, March, April, May, June, the whole year, we will building up the last part of the bull market all the way till September, I believe, where we will see a top maybe of 160,000 US dollar per Bitcoin. Yes, I have watched the Trump versus Biden debate parts of it. and it really made me laugh. Look, I just really can't believe what I'm seeing. I just really can't believe. The one person that could become the president is Trump, or JFK Jr. Maybe that is even the best option at the moment. But Biden for me is like, this is not real. This is I can't even believe that United States people believe in this guy. He can't speak. I'm not even English native. I can even speak better English than Biden is. That's not like, you can't be a president like that. If you are the country that has the world reserve currency, that has the power of nuclear weapons, you can't have a 98 or 89-year-old grandpa standing there mumbling, farting, shitting his pants full because he just doesn't know what he's talking about. Somebody else is now ruling America. It's not Biden. Somebody on the back is fully in control over there, and just let that puppet Biden fail over there when he's speaking against Trump. It's like, it was just a waste of time to even see that. I don't even understand why there's no young people, young blood going for president runs in the United States. People that really understand the world at the moment, not Biden. Come on, guys. I don't think I don't. If you put Biden in an elderly care house, I don't even think that people will see the difference between him or one of those other elderly people that just have dementia and all that stuff. This guy is gone. He's gone. You can't have that as a spokesman for the United States. Never. Yeah, that's my short opinion about Biden. Let me see. Do we have more questions? When you come to Portugal, you can come to... Yes, of course, I will come to Portugal. We think that it will be August, somewhere around August, beginning August or end July. That's when we go to Portugal, and I will visit all the Portuguese shops and everything and restaurants again and start to spend my Bitcoin over there. Fahim, how legal is it to trade with a Palau ID on Bybit? It's legal as it is. Why do you ask these questions? These questions are so simple to answer. Oh, not calling you stupid, but I'm gonna answer you. If you apply for a Palau ID, that's a legal thing that you're doing. And if Palau gives you a Palau ID, then that's a complete legal thing they are doing. So then you obtained in a legal way the Palau ID. And you can sign up to Bybit with an ID. That's how I did it. I am trading on Bybit with my Palau ID. Why? Because I want to be able to trade in all the possibilities that Bybit offers, not the downstream possibilities that we have in the Netherlands. That's not called Bybit anymore. Bybit is the second largest exchange of the world. They just surpassed Coinbase. Binance is the only exchange that is bigger at the moment. Bybit will, in the end, also surpass Binance. Bybit is the best exchange. So they are not doing anything illegal. And if you have a Palau ID, that is illegal. If you have a Dutch ID, if you have a Palau ID, that's legal. If you have a Dutch ID, that's also legal. If you have a German ID, that's also legal. And with those IDs, you can apply for an account at Bybit or Blowfin or any other exchange. So there is no issues there. It's completely legal. But it's completely. You need to separate that whole legal IDs part of, do you need to pay tax or not? That's another question. Greetings from Austria. How is the name of the platform where you can book the fake back flight? Thank you. The fake back flights is, I will put the link in there. If you fly to certain countries, then you need to have a ticket out of the country, because else you don't get the visa to get into the country. And there is a lot of websites where you can book them. We always use, for example, this one. There's multiple of them. You just check it. It's like you book a ticket for $9, and then it's valid on the moment that you check in, and the moment that you flew away, they will cancel the ticket again. So, for example, this one is one. But last time we had cheap onward ticket, I think it was. I can't find that one now. Oh no, best onward ticket. That's the one that we used last time. Yeah, this one. Oh, here is the link. So there is a lot of these. There's a lot of these websites that support it. They're all around $10, and then for $10 you have a ticket to wherever it is in the world, and then you are always allowed to enter a country, and then the moment you are in that country, that ticket will be canceled. So that's another travel tip. Let me see. Do we have other questions? Niels is asking, which Bitcoin protocol will, during the Bitcoin all-time high, be the most popular? I don't think I understand your question. What do you mean with which Bitcoin protocol? Should I buy non-KYC Bitcoin? Seems hard to spend it later if you need it. JC, that's a very good question. So for me, yes, you should always buy non-KYC Bitcoin if you can. You can also buy KYC Bitcoin, but always have some non-KYC Bitcoin because they just will never know that it's yours. If you buy KYC Bitcoin, you need to do a couple of steps to like mix the coins, etc., to make them disappear so that they can't track them or trace them back to you anymore. But if you buy non-KYC, you never have to worry about that step. So for example, if you meet me here on the streets, Torrevieja, and you give me $10,000 and I give you $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, nobody knows that we did that transaction. So nobody knows that I'm owning that cash and you're owning then, for example, that Bitcoin. So that is a safer way to protect your capital from being able to be confiscated by governments, because governments can confiscate it, if they knock your door and they tell you, give me your ledger or whatever, we have proof that you have Bitcoins, they could try to confiscate it. If they don't know that you own it, they won't even try to confiscate it. So for me, non-KYC Bitcoin is always the best. I don't know, it's also not illegal. It's illegal to have non-KYC Bitcoin. Sometimes it's illegal to use it on certain products and websites, but I don't think that you need to consider all rules as real strict rules. Sometimes rules are there to be bent or even to be broken. That's how life should be. Good morning, Ilko Venema from Portugal. Bom dia. Let me see what your advice is. Someone who wants to travel the world with crypto like you. My advice is, Mike, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Take the first step. That's the most difficult step. Only the first step. After that first step, when you start, you book your ticket to Bangkok and Thailand. You start over there, very cheap. A lot of crypto people over there, and you just start. And when you start, you will feel why that is a different feeling than having this normal life, running the hamster wheel, against living a minimalistic traveling lifestyle on your Bitcoins all over the world, but without having any obligations to listen to your boss, to listen to friends, family, and all those people that always say nay and no to you. No, do it. That's the risky. That's this. That you need to surround yourself with people that are forward thinking, that really understand that life is not only about accumulating wealth, but also not only about running the hamster wheel, and should be about living life. And I think you find that mindset a little bit more the further you go from Western society. The further you go from Europe, the more you will find that mindset. Did you change your life, man? I finished work and I have life. Very welcome, Edwin Borgand. Did you change our life, man? I don't know why I changed your life, Edwin Borgand. I don't know what kinds of steps you took, but it seems that I can see that you have a Thai flag. So you probably, maybe you bought Bitcoin because of me and you're living in Thailand now. I'm very happy for you. I'm also very jealous because I would love to be in Thailand right now instead of in Spain. Thailand for me is like 10,000 times better than Spain or Portugal. So I'm very much looking forward till in a couple of months to go to Thailand again and stay there again for 6-7 months, because it's just, I prefer to stay in Asia above Europe. So very welcome that I could help you a little bit with your choices, Edwin, but you made the choice probably with your family, and it's amazing that you're living your life now to the fullest. Fred Eggen, good morning or good afternoon from Venray. Venray, jongen. Lune, dat mooi gezien bij de melkboer in Lune. Hey Didi, I'm a father of 2 little girls and I'm homeschooling. Are your girls finding interest to pursue careers or interested domains to work to flourish in? Nick, a very good question. Little girls, my girls are by now a little bit bigger. Julie is 19, Julie's now 17, Jessa is now 14. And so we let them just be children until the moment that they really want to flourish and become active as a working person in the society. We don't put any pressure on it, and because we didn't do any pressure on it, it came from itself. The moment that they, needed some extra money to have a drink, or to travel somewhere, or to do something for themselves, that's the moment they realized, hey, shit, I need money or bitcoins to live in this world. And that's the moment when they came with the question, can we do something, because we're always traveling, So we found a very, very creative solution in that, in them working now for me. So Julie is doing all the shorts, all the reels. At the moment, her head looks purple because she's doing something with her hair, but now she really looks purple. Like, if you want to be shocked, here comes the shock. Julie, what is that?
I just bleached it and now I'm making it silver.
Okay, Julie is gonna look silver. We are the Bitcoin family. She should have chosen gold, but silver is also okay. Platina. It's gonna be platina. So yeah, also that's that's also what your children do when they grow up. They start to do all kinds of beautiful stuff to their hair and all that stuff. So that's how we included them now into the Bitcoin family. So Juna is doing all the editing mostly. She cuts the videos and she edits the videos. Jolie is doing all the shorts and the reels. Juna also does some stories. Jess has sometimes helped as well. Now she's making a lot of reels because Juna and Jolie are going on holidays. So Jess is supporting. So we just try to include them in the brand to show them it's way better to become an entrepreneur than to become a slave for society. And they need to be happy. They need to be happy, and they haven't found their passion yet. Juna has a passion in Muay Thai, so maybe in this time in time we can get her to fight a match. I think she's a little bit afraid to fight a match, but she's really good. She's one of the best talented girls in Muay Thai, but she needs to learn, to really beat up someone. So maybe I will throw her into a bar and have a fight in a bar. Maybe then she does it. No, and Juna has that. Jessa's passion at the moment, I don't know. Jessa's dream is to own her own house with 200 dogs, 7 horses, 25 cats, something else. Did I forget something?
Turtles.
And some turtles, yes. So that's Jessa's dream. She wants to do something with animals. Yeah, and Julie, we don't know yet. I think Julie will be a copy of mine. Maybe she will do something on social media. So we don't put pressure on it, and I think that's the most important thing you need to do as a parent, to leave your kids be kids, because you never know, when that retarded idiot there, Biden, throws a nuclear bomb somewhere or something. Just enjoy every day, guys. La, la, la. Let me see. Did he can apply to debit Palau ID? Yes. Wesley, so the Palau ID, you can't get a debit card yet. So not yet. It's not possible yet. They are working on a solution in Palau that you get a proof of address as well to your Palau ID. And when you get your proof of address, then you will be able to apply for your debit card. So the solution that I had is very simple. You have a Dutch Bybit account with with your current email address. On that Dutch Bybit account, you will apply, or you already have your Bybit card. Then when your Palau ID comes, you do a new Bybit email address, a new Bybit account with your Palau ID. That's where you will be trading. And all the profits that you make on that Palau Bybit account, you will sometimes send some profits from there to your Dutch Bybit account and then use your Dutch card. That's how I solve it. Aside of the Bybit card, you can also use Crypto.com's card, Wirex card, Tap card, and many other cards. So there's a lot of possibilities that you can use for those cards, guys. Hop is saying, I understand that you worry less if you have a few million in Bitcoin or savers. No, I don't. I do understand that you worry less if you have a few million in Bitcoin or such an ID completely safe. No, I think it works for the average Joe as well. Rob, you can just do this. This Palau ID is $200. It's $200. Doesn't cost more. So you have a Palau ID and you can trade all over the world. If you don't have a permanent residence, how do you ensure it when you travel with your family? Weiss Gerber. First of all, we do have residents at the moment. We are Portuguese residents. But second of all, you don't need a residence to be insured, because the first 6.5 years, I think, in total of our travels, we were not having a residence. And At that moment, we were insured with this company, and we are still insured with this company, and they don't care about the residents because it's a digital nomad travel medical insurance that is created by digital nomads for digital nomads like us. So you don't need to have a residence to be insured. Just check the link. I just posted it, so you can be insured internationally for all the things that you need in a cheap way, in a monthly subscription. So you can even end it each and every month. Just check it. It's a perfect insurance that we have been using now for 6 years almost. Okay, what's your opinion if there will be a recession next year? Yeah, the optic these gossips about recessions, about like every 4-year cycle we have all of this FUD that's being spread. Like then we had like just look back at the last couple of bull markets. During the previous bull market, we had the biggest of like pandemics or pandemics ever in our lives. It was the biggest crisis ever. All the stores went closed down for 2 years. There were people were not going out. It was the biggest event ever. What did Bitcoin do? We went from 3K to 70K. We didn't give a fuck. We had a COVID dip, like we call it, and we went on. Bitcoin is always performing the same way in the 4-year cycle. So whatever crisis will come next year, I don't even believe there will be a crisis, because the election year of presidents is always the year there was a lot of liquidity pumped into the market. A lot of new money is coming in because those presidents want to prove that they are the ones that change the world. And it's always the same story. This will now they are creating fear. They are making you afraid. We will have a huge crisis. I've seen even Robert Kiyosaki, all of these guys, they are so famous. They are already calling for this huge crisis, for this huge bear market in economics already for years. It just doesn't happen. And why not? Because they keep printing money. So for me, I don't see this recession coming that quickly. I know a lot of people say recession here. I saw the biggest recession since the 1940s. Now, lately, in the 2 years of that whole pandemic, that was a recession. And Bitcoin just went up. Bitcoin went up. It doesn't give a fuck. Just like gold went up. Gold also doesn't give a fuck about those recessions. The recession is the period you should be sure that your complete capital is in Bitcoin. It's a store of value. It will protect you against inflation. It will protect you against recessions. It will protect you against all of that stuff. Put Bitcoin next to gold. It is not small anymore. If we go 10 times 10, we are bigger than gold. We are at 1.3 trillion times 10. It's 13 trillion. That's as big as gold. This is going to happen somewhere in the next 8 years. So recession or no recession, it doesn't matter. You need to be able to protect your capital against inflation, against recessions. You're not doing that with euros or dollars or any other fiat shit currency. You will be doing this with gold or Bitcoin or maybe some stocks or whatever you think. But for me, gold, Bitcoin are the only ones that I would trust in a recession. So I do think that the cycle will change. I do think the top will be in 2025. Do you use ChatGPT to make a new and better trading view indicators? No. Should I make new and better ones with ChatGPT? I don't even know how to do it on ChatGPT. You got BRC20. That's what you meant, Niels. Now I understand your question. Sorry, I just read the new question. That's a very good one. So I've been testing all of three. I've been testing the BRC20, of course. I also registered some names, etc. over there. I also tested the Rune protocol, which I also really like. The SRC20, I didn't test that one yet, to be very honest. I think all of them will succeed in the end, because all liquidity we can see now on Solana, that we can see on Ethereum, the moment that all these protocols on the best blockchain ever, Bitcoin, is going to work and is going to be marketed to the bigger audience, that is the moment when we all will see that all these side chains, all those other layer ones, will lose market share against Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin, let's be honest, is the only blockchain that has been up and running since the beginning. If we look at Ethereum, they even had some outages. They even had to turn back the blockchain a few blocks to solve some issues. If you look at Solana, I don't even know why Solana is so popular among the people. I really don't understand this. I sold all my Solana. I posted it also on Twitter a long time ago already, because it can be the blockchain that with the fastest transactions and all that stuff, all those promises, but it also has the most outages ever. Like, I think the Solana blockchain was 150 hours down. 150 hours down, I think, in the last 2-3 years. A blockchain can never be down. So for me, the more these BRC20 protocols, Rune protocol, all of these will start to catch attention of people that are having issues with these outages, with these, NFTs on Ethereum, all of this. And when that starts to happen, it will all slowly move towards the king of blockchains, and that's Bitcoin. It's just Bitcoin. So yes, I agree with you. How do you buy non-KYC in the Netherlands? Just with cash. You can only buy with cash, and the bank accounts are completely traceable nowadays. So if you do it with a bank account, you buy with a bank account, you send the Bitcoins into your ledger, and then from there, you need to start working on making those Bitcoins disappear. That is a possibility, but it's way more work than you just meet a guy on the streets and buy it with cash. A safe guy, yeah, not like just some random person that says, "Here, I can sell you some Bitcoins." No, a safe guy. There's a lot of people that still want to exchange Bitcoin for cash and cash for Bitcoins. So just mingle yourselves in the forums and in the groups, and there's always people that search that will be there for a solution. Didi, in Spain, they will take your house. I don't have a house in Spain. I don't know why would they take a house in Spain. I don't know what you mean. TAP protocol on Bitcoin gets also traction. So my question is, which one do you think will succeed? Which Bitcoin that I just ordered? I just answered that one. So I believe it will be a combination of all of them, just like we see now a combination of multiple protocols also on Ethereum. I think on Bitcoin it won't be one. It will be multiple protocols that will serve multiple cases on the Bitcoin blockchain. And I think it will be a combo, but I think it will be way stronger than all the other blockchains combined. Learn the rules, break the rules, make the rules. Yes, something like that. Remco, took your advice, fully in BTC right now. Fuck fiat. Yes, indeed, fuck fiat. I really like that you went all in, guy. Remco. Goedemiddag, Remung. Also Remung in the house. Do you see a potential in Solana's technology? Okay, I hope you just heard my answer. My answer is I don't know. I just really don't see why Solana is that popular. I just really can't understand it. It's it's the fast, most low cost blockchain that people talk about, but it simply does never work. Like 150 hours an outage. Why? How do you think that billions of dollars will go into Solana if it's a blockchain that has outages? That will, like, even Visa card doesn't have outages. Why would you then choose for Solana? It's not clear to me. Not clear to me. So for me, I'm not a Solana guy. Mr. Bonanza, what do you advise people to invest in other than Bitcoin? Because if you invest 100K and it will only double in like years time, you arrive as much. No. So, Mr. Bonanza, what I would do is I would also spread my risk, but also diversify my portfolio. So, for example, at the moment, if you want to multiply your capital a little bit more, you only hold 60% in Bitcoin, 60% in Bitcoin, 25% in layer one altcoins that have been proven to already have an all-time high in 2017 or an all-time high in 2021. Those altcoins will also make an all-time high in 2025. And then the last 15% you put in high-risk assets, like whatever you think of. Like if it's Shiba Inu or it's Dogecoin or there's any other coin that you think it will go times 10 or 100 or maybe 1,000, yeah, that you do just use 15% for that. So the rest, I would always have 60% in Bitcoin at minimum, and then maybe 25% in layer ones, and then 15% in these high risk coins, so that you increase your capital a little bit quicker, but also you take a little bit more risk, but then you still have that 60% in Bitcoin, which will cover the losses that you will have with all those altcoins, pump and dumps, NFTs, ordinals. It's not that easy to just select the winners. There's a lot of people losing as well. Like I even lost last week. I invested in Tate because I really believe that one would do really well. No, I lost not that much, like in 1 ETH or something, but still 3K that you're losing that day because the token was dumped on by the team, and then you can believe the team, but they dump on it and then you're gone. So for me, high risk, but or even that 15% high risk, diversify into multiple projects, not 15K on one high risk project. The insurance I answered. Next year, I would start in Koh Phangan or I would start in Phuket. Two beautiful islands, two completely different islands, but two islands with a big crypto community. Nick, it's funny you want to live in Thailand year round, but said Dubai is too hot to stay in the summer there. It gets warm in Thailand too to stay all year. Yeah, no, Thailand is it's a little bit different heat. I don't know if you have been into Dubai in July, but that's 50 degrees, and it's like you're burning. You're burning. You can cook an egg like outside in the air. It's like in Thailand, it's always at 25 to 30 degrees. It's humid. It's complete different heat. So that's I love it, but we're not living there for 12 months, of course, because I have a family, and they don't love heat 24/7. So that's why we also move to Europe sometimes to have some cooler months. So that's all good. So we also diversify our hours in sun and no sun. Just back from Tanzania. Hey, Bob, that's beautiful. Yes, Tanzania. I've been there. I've even made a video about the Bitcoin ATM. Tanzania is a very big shopping mall here in Torrevieja. They have a good Bitcoin ATM, but the fees are just really retarded, like really retarded, like mega retarded, because they even not only the fees, but even the price they calculate that. So if the Bitcoin price now is like 61,000 US dollar, they will calculate the exchange rate at 55,000 US dollar plus a fee of 10% or something like that. So that ATM is not really usable or cheap. So just check it. Do we have more questions? How many people do we have? Is it a lot? It's only 200 people. Maybe not the best time to stream, but I don't have any other choice today, guys. I have multiple things to do every day nowadays. In the bull markets, it's a lot of work. Niels is asking me which sectors within crypto I have the most invested in. So I have my complete list of investments live in my Telegram group, guys. It's the Bitcoin Family free group. Even there is a list of all my investments. Let me see if I can get you the link to this group. Edit. Invite links. Okay, copy the link. And let me see, where am I? I need to be here, Didi. So there's in this group, you will find the Telegram group. That's the name of the Telegram group. You will find a whole list. And so I diversify my whole list. Let me give you an overview of what I invested in, just to give you a raw idea. Let me see. I need to open something. Am I not sharing my screen? No, I'm not sharing my screen. That's always good. So this is all the pre-investments I did. But there's also my alts that I also, like the altcoins that I also recommended to people to buy already in 2023, guys. So that's already more than a year ago that list was published. Most of the list was bought somewhere in January, February, March, in these months when the bear market bottom was there. So I have my main coins, my layer ones. That's like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Elrond, Atom, Near, Cadena, Hedera, Hashgraph, Phantom, Algorand, Cardano, Quant, Avalanche, Matic, and Binance, BNB. Then I have my main alts. That's Ruin, Tether, Link, Anchor, Arweave, VM, WMT, ERN. Then I have a huge sector in AI, which is GRT, RLC, FET, VET, Ocean, Ajax, Woo. And then I have DeFi alts. This is RSR, TAP, Comp, Aave, Yield, Jasmy, and Equify. Then I have DEX alts, Bone, Apex, Woo, and Zen. Risk alts are HTR, QOM, and Leash, for example. And then I still have some alts I'm researching and I already bought into, like, for example, IOTA again, Jasmy. I have a lot of Jasmy because I think this token will do really, really well. KDH, Storage, Koti. So yes, my alt list is long. So I'm diversifying in all kinds of sectors, so everywhere. And also, I do a lot of pre-investment. So that's like buying the private sales. That's investing already in the company before they are even live, which means I invest money in those companies like sometimes up to a year before they go live, and that I won't make any revenue in those years, but I buy really cheap, so I get a good offer, and then I will hold those tokens will then be distributed to me like a year after. So I'm losing my capital for a year, but then again I get a bonus, of course, of buying in. And there's a shitload of projects I've been buying in, and it's all mainly in the gamify industry. So I diversify into all the sectors because I just want to spread my risk, and I also want to see what's good and what's not good. Yes, you can use the bot on the Dutch Bybit. So you don't need a Palau ID, and you can use the bot because the bot is only using a leverage of 1.5. So it's not necessary to have a Palau Bybit account with leverage to 100 or something. We don't take that many risks with that bot. There is a small chance we will go to the 52, 55K levels, but I really think that's the smaller part of chances. The bigger part that we bounce now around that 57K, 60K level, I'm talking about US dollars, all the way up back to 65, 66K levels. I believe that would be a stronger bounce into creating a huge W pattern on that daily chart, for example, and the weekly chart as well. So I don't see it falling to 52, 55K. On the other hand, if we would fall to 55, 52K, I won't be afraid. I won't be freaking out. I will see that as a beautiful buying opportunity. I will be buying into that dip because I don't believe it's the end of the bull market. For me, we are just beginning. So if I get this opportunity to be able to buy at those levels, 52K, 55K, yeah, man, I'm going to buy as much as possible at that moment again. If I have still USDT or DC or USDC or DAI available, because I keep buying, Somebody made it to Mallorca. Thank you for keeping me optimistic over the last few years. Stephen Hanley, I'm very happy I could keep you optimistic. Enjoy Mallorca, Calador, very beautiful bay over there. Been there a few times. I love it. And of course, you have also, how was the party part called? It was in Palma de Mallorca. The last part. There's also a really good strip with a lot of bars and a lot of fun over there. When do you buy coins? Do you look at graphs against BTC? So I bought all the tokens against USDT because in the bear market bottom, like I cash out into USDT, USDC, DAI in the bull market tops. I wait for 12 months, and in that bear market bottom, I start to buy Bitcoin. And then when the alt season market also is in the bear market bottom, that's when I start to add also the alts. So I always probably most of the capital then is in USDT, USDC. So that's why I buy these at those moments against USDT. So that's how I do it. I'm not like a swing trader trading BTC to any alt pairs. I wish I had the time to do that. I just simply can't find the time to do that. I have so much work at the moment that there's no time for me to be a full-time trader. There is no time. The family bot does not work on a DEX like Apex yet, but we are working on a solution maybe for that, and then it would be really awesome to be able to trade it from Apex. But we are working on that, but it can take a lot of months before we finish that because it's not that simple to connect an API to a DEX of which we don't have the control if it stays connected to that API. So there's a lot of work being done by that team. So I will get back to you if that's possible. For now, it's just Apex, for example. It's not possible. For now, it's Bybit. So many questions. Thank you for all your questions. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here, guys. The best staking coins, Marco de Jong. I've been staking the Apex token for a very long time now, which gave me a huge return on investment. What I also use, I just have all my tokens that I don't use in my earnings account on Bybit. So I all the tokens that I don't use on a daily basis, they are in my earnings account. So I'm getting return on investment, all of them. Like even I think at USDT at the moment I get 10% on 11% or something on Bybit. So they will all be in those funding accounts. So I will all be spending them now with my Bybit debit card. Oh, by the way, that's also really cool to see. You can add your Bybit card even to you can add your Bybit card. Even I can't show you this, but I can even show you. You can even add your Bybit card now to Apple Pay, which is really beautiful. I think that was my IKEA card, not my Bybit card. Yes, I have an IKEA card. What is this? Like this. You can see it. Yeah. So you can even see now the Bybit card. That is also possible to put it now in your Apple Pay. So you can even pay with your Bybit with your telephone. So that all those funds that I've been staking in Bybit, I can always use them to pay goods all over the place. They will just be destaked automatically and used for paying. That's why I use Bybit for staking, because it's automatically staking while I'm still able to spend all those tokens at the same time. And there's not many projects that do that. So yeah, for me, that's the best staking moment at the moment. Staking possibility. Aside, I like to stake USDT because mostly there's always a USDT shortage. There's not enough USDT on the exchanges, so they give a little bit more return on investment on USDT. So that's why I like to stake that. I did stake, for example, also what was it now, Blast. I staked like ETH on that one, but like I got like a few $100 back in Blast tokens and airdrops. So I do all that stuff. But yeah, USDT for me is the most simple one that gives me the most return on investment on Bybit that I'm able to spend every day. So that's why I do it this way at the moment. When you were Amazon will released in Germany, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, that's a long story. The documentary, the series, I should call it, is live in the Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg. It should be already live internationally, but we have a different way of viewing at it between Amazon and us. So we are thinking about even putting the documentary live on YouTube or on Rumble and just stream it for free to everyone so that everyone has access to that series, not only the people that have like subscription to Netflix or Amazon. We are really doubting about it, so we're considering it. We don't know if that is a good step because, of course, we also want to reach the normal people, and those normal people probably of the sheeple, we want to make from the sheeple normal people, and the sheeple, they probably look more at Netflix and Amazon Prime than they will be watching YouTube. So we are figuring out what to do. Your feedback is always welcome. So if you have any ideas on this, then just let me know as well, because we will always include your opinions in our decision making. Decentralized future. If you believe it, you also need to live it. Do you think NEO is that? I haven't looked at NEO lately. Where is NEO at the moment? Where are we with the price? Let me see. I don't hear any news about it lately, but I also don't hear any news about Litecoin, and Litecoin is by far dead. Litecoin is doing really, really well when you see the transactions that's going on Litecoin. Let me see. See on supercharts, NEO. It seems pretty alive. It just went up again from a couple of bucks. Let's see, from 11.25. I know it's like 50-minute chart to $12. Let me see. Where is the? We should look at the bigger picture. What was the previous all-time high of NEO? We need to go back all the way to 2021. NEO was $140. In 2017, it was also it's almost $200. So we didn't make a new all-time high in 2021. So I don't see NEO making a new all-time high now again, but I do see NEO going to levels of $100. Maybe between $80 and $100 would be my target for NEO this bull market, which is still times 8. So it's still a beautiful return on investment. I don't think NEO is that, but I don't think it will make a new all-time high. As last bull market, we also didn't make a new all-time high. There's only a few tokens that didn't make a new all-time high in the last bull market. So yeah, that's my short-sighted answer about NEO. I haven't looked into the project. I don't know what they're building, what they're doing. But if I look at TA, they are not dead. But yeah, there's not a big chance that they make a huge new all-time high above the previous one. Yes, I also read books. At the moment, I'm reading 2 books. Almost 3 books, but 1 book I gave up. I need to read that again. At the moment, I'm reading The 4-Hour Body by Timothy Ferriss. That's a book about how to eat and train in a different way if you don't have too much time, but still lose fat by carb cycling and by certain movement trainings and all that stuff. Like, that's a really cool book. The other book that I'm reading is Surrounded by Idiots. That's but I didn't go far. I still need to continue that book. And then there is another book that I was reading, and I forgot the name of that one, or I finished that one already. It was also a very interesting one. Let me think. It's there on a stack. I don't know anymore. It will come to me and I will get back later. I don't know. It's mostly a few books that I read. I just love that. There is also a new app I have been using. I don't know if you have that app. This app is called. I won't share a link or something. I don't have any. I'm not promoting everything, but this app, it's called Headspace, I think. Let me see. Headspace. Oh, Headway. This is the name, Headway, and this is an app that you can download. It's not too expensive, and instead of reading the whole book, you can read like a summary of that book, and that's sometimes it's really powerful, because sometimes you don't need to read all the chapters, and then you just read the summary of this. So there I have also been reading some books again, so you can, for example, find the power of your subconscious mind and all that stuff. Oh yeah, this one. Oh shit, I forgot. I already look. That was my beautiful wife bringing me the book. This book I just finished, The Unchained Life Manual. Really cool one. It's about six. I got it as a present for my brother-in-law, and this book has 16 things in life that you should do to become a little bit more healthy. And let me see, did I even finish it completely? I'm saying, yeah, I did finish this one completely. Yeah, this is the headstand part. So it's like 16 things that you should be changing, and 16 chapters that you can read, about distilled water, about all kinds of food. Really nice book. So yeah, reading some health books at the moment. So yeah, that was really boring. No, I'm not reading 50 Shades of Grey. I've been hunting airdrops since 2019. Yes, airdrops are always cool, guys. Airdrops are always cool. So for me, there is my one of my good friends in this industry has a website already since the beginning of 2017, and the website shows you all the airdrops. I will show you the website. No, I'm not being paid to shill his website, but I know that a lot of people want airdrops. They just made a complete new website. It's just the best place to find all your airdrops, guys. It's just, there's no better place. This website, you can just sign up. You will be notified on all the airdrops, and you will find free money all over the internet. So people always ask me, where do you? If I don't have too much money, what can I do? You just need to spend time. You just need to invest your time. If you don't have too much starting capital to start trading and multiplying your capital, you need to invest your time. That's the most important asset. I know time is, but it's also an asset that you can invest to make money. And that time you can invest, for example, in all those airdrops, because all those airdrops will be dropped to you, and it's just free money. It's just free money every time again. So I use airdrop alert as well. I get all their notifications, and I will sometimes stake tokens because of the airdrop alert website. Do we have any more questions, guys? We have now 220 followers. It's not that many today. Normally we said 500, 400 or 500. It's almost 1 hour. I will continue a little bit more if I have more questions. If there is not any more cool questions, then there will be a moment I will stop, of course, because I also, it needs to be interaction. What kind of trend reversal can we expect? The second month Grayscale Doji wins. Yeah, that's a very good question. Jefferson said it best. Jefferson is watching Crypto Crew University's videos. I really like Steve, and I really like the Crypto Crew University videos, but he also is wrong sometimes. He's not always right. And on the 2-monthly chart, there is a gravestone doji, which means we have a very large wick and a very small body on the bottom, which normally means, bam, we're going to crash. But At the moment, if we look at that chart, it doesn't seem that we are seeing a huge crash coming. And it's also really weird to have this huge crash in this part of the bull market where we already crashed 20% after the halving. Another 10% could be possible. That would bring us to that 55K level. But I don't really, I don't see that Gravestone Doji now is going to influence the complete bull market. I just don't see that happening. I prefer to look at all the other indicators, the buy cycle top, MVRV score, all of these indicators are telling us, hey, zoom out. Nothing happening. We are not even seeing near the top. We are not even near the top. We don't have any worries to have. So I do love the videos, but I do also know that Steve, and if you just analyze all his videos, he will always post 2 or 3 different views. One will be really bearish, we're going to crash, and then the other one will be really bullish. And when he is right with the bullish one, he will repeat in his next video, hey, look, man, I posted this lately, and I told you it would be bullish, and it was bullish, but you will never go back to that bearish one. Even so it's a strategy. It's a good strategy, but I love the way he zooms out into the market and looks at the bigger picture. And he doesn't, promote anything. So he's really a clean channel. But he is also wrong, and sometimes. So let's see this time what the 2-monthly candle that Gravestone Doji will do. Okay, that was an answer that question that we received on the Rumble side of this live. There's a really cool one. Somebody is saying, Didi, how do you think about the hack to speelt er vandaag de dag of ben je de enige die dat geluid moet maken? Is geen technisch. I don't know. I think that girl went viral. It went really viral, and she did really good. I hope she earns a little bit of money because of that. Because you also if you become this social viral thing, then that also puts a lot of stress on you. So she should be earning a little bit because of saying that beautiful phrase, hack tua. She really needs to earn something from that. But all the respect, I think she was right. I think men do like that. Most of men do like that. So all the women that are just streaming in, yes, that girl was right. Men like that. And we should do that against all the governments. The Golden Cup, where can I buy it? I don't know. Jessa, where did we buy the Golden Cup? I think they bought it here in a local Chinese store.
Yes, Juna bought it for Father's Day.
I received it for Father's Day from Juna, and it was bought here at a local Chinese store. This one was a gift from Marek, a very good Polish friend that I met here in Torrevieja. He gave me this as a present for my birthday. 3 of them. I don't know where he bought them. I think it's on Shein or one of these online websites. Bitcoin Spoon. Just Google for Bitcoin spooning or Bitcoin Spoon, because Bitcoin spooning, you might end up at another website that you don't want your kids to see. Thank you, Matti. I'm happy to make all the daily content, and I hope you like it. Hopefully, and if the bull run goes on the way I tell you guys it will be, then I will definitely be accepting all your frikandellen, a lot of them. Yes, Beam is a very good investment. Don't doubt. For me, it's a good investment. I've been investing in it, so for me, yeah. I've been already buying coins for a row of 3 years, planning to invest my winnings into Bitcoin. Yes, very good tactic. So you can buy a shitload of altcoins, pump them with the pump, sell them, and buy Bitcoins with your profits. So treat your Bitcoin as a store of value, as your pension fund, and treat those altcoins as your stock portfolio. Like that is how if you compare to the traditional world, what do very rich people and investors do? They hold physical gold. That's their long-term hold. That's where they have their, their reserve, their store of value. That's how they treat gold. And they will be investing in stocks to multiply their capital to be able to buy more of that gold. That's how the traditional finance world worked. Now, in this new modern digital world, you need to do the same. Bitcoin is your gold of the 21st century. Make sure that is your HODL portfolio for the long term, your store of value. And you can trade altcoins, meme coins, NFTs, and make profits, but make sure that you put of those profits a huge part again in that long-term store of value Bitcoin. That's how you treat it. That's how I do it as well. Didi, how about a sabbatical and travel the world? How would you do that for a 30 years old young man. Yes, I would definitely do that. You know what you should do, Fer 665? There is a really cool book on that. That book is called The 4 Hour Work Week. I don't know if you read that book, but this book is also about how you can take a sabbatical of 12 months, discover yourself in a new way while you also earn some money. It's called The 4 Hour Work Week. Just check that book. It's a really good book, and that really changed my mindset when I was stuck in that time of working as well. That I was like, how could I go and travel and earn something and search for a new life? That book was a really good eye opener for me. So check that one, the 4 Hour Work Week. Um, I would always take a sabbatical. I would always, because if you're young, 34 years, you're still able to do a shitload of things in your life. And there are so many countries where you can live really, really cheaper than, for example, the Netherlands. So why would you be spending so much money or so much of your savings in the Netherlands for the partying, for all the stuff? Well, you could also do a 12-month sabbatical in Asia, for example, where it's really cheap to live life and just focus on new things in life, and maybe run into new people and friends, and maybe into new choices that will lead to new jobs or whatever it is. So I would always do it. But that book is a really cool book. Remco says not it's not possible anymore because of the new laws. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know which question you're answering. The MiCA. What do you think about the MiCA regulations for Europeans? Now we can't use stable coins like USDT. How do you think trading pairs will look like? I don't think anything will change. It will only change for those companies that offer trading to European people, that are also European companies. So a Dutch trading company will not be able to do USDT anymore. Bybit, they will just keep using USDT. Blofin, they will just keep using USDT. Kraken, Coinbase, they will just keep using USDT. They are not going to obey the MiCA laws in Europe. So if you're a Dutch person and you have an account on an exchange that is not regulated by the Dutch government, you can still be using USDT. I think it's a lot of FUD. It's not going to lead to anything. I don't think the the European government can do anything about you wanting to use USDT. So there's a lot of things that we can't or are supposed not to be allowed to do. We just say fuck it and we just do it. That's the same thing with many things in life. Do you use the Elliott wave theory? No, I don't analyze it myself. I do understand it. I do look at it sometimes, and it would mean that we would be now going into the large fifth wave. But that fifth wave would need to last to 2025, so not early 25. That's summer pause. From September we will start to move again, and maybe then that fifth wave will start to build up a little bit. Let's see. The top of the morning. I don't know what you mean with that, but beautiful. Bruce Lee is also in the house. What is the best food that you have eaten ever? It would be boring to say frikandellen now. The best food, I think Indonesian food. Indonesian food is the best food I've ever eaten. If you look at that, Indonesian kitchen is my favorite kitchen. The Thai kitchen is also a second place. I think then the French cuisine would be the third place for me, and then maybe the rest of the world's cuisines. But the Indonesian food is just yummy, yummy, yummy. And for the content, thank you for your time. Very welcome. You're very welcome. All the clients that have the debit card for Bybit can still use it. Yes, you can still use it, and there will also be possible very soon again to apply for new cards. That they tell me that it's going to be possible again. I'm also going all in right now, selling everything have don't use. I want to get out. Yes, Ray, good luck with that. That's the same step we took, and it feels very scary in the beginning, and it feels really strange in the beginning to be selling all the stuff that you have been like saving for years in your garage and your attic in your basement, everywhere where you stuff all the stuff that you haven't been using. And the moment you sell it, you will be like, yeah, why didn't I sell this way more earlier? Because I don't use it. At the moment you exchange that one in Bitcoin and you see your Bitcoin capital growing, you will be even more happy. And traveling light is just beautiful. It just feels amazing to don't own too much. Everything you own, you always need to worry about, and you always need to consider it. And so I prefer owning not too much. But at the moment, because we did slow travel the last couple of years. So we stayed a couple of months in Thailand and Portugal and Mexico, because there was not that much possible with all the regulations, with all the fake flu and all that stuff. So at that moment that we stayed longer periods of time in those countries, we also started to accumulate some goods again. And now we sat together this week and we were like, okay, what are we going to do with that stuff? Are we going to hold it, or are we going to like sell that again a little bit by bit, because we just want to keep it light? We don't care that we own a few televisions in Thailand or a few televisions in Portugal, because we want to decorate the house with more televisions, but we will maybe give them away or donate them or whatever. We don't want to feel too heavy. And if you don't have all that stuff to worry about, it's just a different feeling. It just feels way more better for me. We are live for 1 hour and 10 minutes at the moment. Buenos dias in Wiesbaden, Bitcoin Group, Peru. Grateful for everything you do for a community, man. I'm very happy I'm able to do this, Jürgen van Nieuwkerke. I also am very getting a little bit tired at the moment. That is also probably reflecting in my videos. A little bit less energy. I think it comes also because of Torrevieja. I don't feel completely optimal over here, so that is reflected in my energy a little bit. But it is also because I just want to be able to go to places where a little bit more positivity, where I am surrounded with more positivity, and where I can build a little bit better. And also, guys, the bear market was really long, and this is the first time in this whole YouTube career, however you call it, that I even made daily videos in the bear market, because I want to make sure that everybody got in that bear market, and that took its toll. It's been now for 2-3 years almost. I'm making daily videos during that whole bear market, into the sideways market, and now into the bull market. So that's a lot of videos, thousands of videos, daily content, and that's what I feel. I do have a lot of fun with creating it, a lot of passion, but it's also becoming something like a job now, because there's more to it than just making a video. And I do like that, because I want to leave something behind for my kids as well. But there will be a period, for example, the next 3 weeks, I think from around the second week of July till the end of July. That's a 3-week period. I will be on a campsite somewhere in Europe. And while we'll be in that campsite, I will need to make a new format for those 3 weeks. So I won't be able to make 25-minute videos every day while we'll be on the campsite, because I will be there with my youngest daughter Jessa and my wife and our dog, and I want to spend a lot of time with them, and also do a lot of fun things there. So that I will consider those 3 weeks as a short holiday. And in that short holiday, I will be making and posting videos, but it probably will be shorter videos in that 3 weeks. Probably will be like 5 to 10 minute videos every day. Maybe I'm not that professional edited way, so a little bit less professional. There will be stories, there will be reels, everything will continue, but only the long format videos. I'm looking into restructuring them for those 3 weeks. So the second week of July till the end of July, when I'm in a campsite, and I'm looking to do something different. So if you have any ideas on how I could structure that something in a different way, but still support all you guys every day in this bull market, let me know. I'm open to all the suggestions, of course. Mr. Barefoot Belly, Barry, greetings to New Zealand as well. I love that you're always watching these streams, even from New Zealand, man. It's like I feel honored that the people from New Zealand are even watching my YouTube channel. Appreciate your content always. Of course, hey, come to Lagos. Yes, we will come to Lagos as well. Igor, yeah, I was online. Sorry for that. I mentioned it an hour ago or 2 hours ago by now. Thank you, Jeroen Bos, for watching the series. Hopefully you really did enjoy it. I hope other people will also go and watch the series. Yes, we will go to Chiang Mai. We have been in Chiang Mai many times, and we will probably be in Chiang Mai in December this year, because there's a huge lantern festival, and we want to be there this time with the lantern festival. Chiang Mai is very beautiful. Some periods of the year you don't be there because there's a lot of burning of the rice fields, and then there's a lot of smog in the air. Don't be there in that period. But the rest, Chiang Mai is really beautiful. A little bit cooler than the South Island, so it's beautiful, Chiang Mai. but also Pai. Go to Pai. If you're in Chiang Mai, make the beautiful round to Pai, Bei Hong Song, to the Long Necks and everything over there. There's a whole circle you can drive around in the north. Really beautiful. Chiang Rai, also beautiful. The Golden Triangle. So it's a beautiful part of. It's more jungle part of Thailand. I think it's a little bit more cooler, but also completely different vibe than the south. Keep an eye on yourself as well. Keep energized. Of course, I will always keep energized. Sex solves all issues. As long my wife gives me beautiful hawk tua every night and or every week, I will be with energy. All the guys again need to laugh, and all the women will be, oh, guy. Everyone is talking about that one. Yeah, sorry. TA for the week. Yeah, maybe it will be TA, but I also want to give a little bit more education than just the TA. So a little bit fun, a little bit about the news, but we'll make it short format videos, like 10-minute videos, like 2 minutes TA, 2 minutes news, 2 minutes fun humor thing, 2 minutes what happened on the campsite that day. Something I'm looking for, something straight different to test if that works in those 3 weeks, if I will still receive the same amount of views and all that stuff. So that's I'm gonna come up with something that will be good for me, but also definitely good for you guys. So that's my promise. Yeah, Ray, that's true. If you have enough BTC, USD, you can even live on the staking profits. I could easily live on just staking with my family. My kids could even, I think, live already on just staking with our capital. But I tried that, and I tried to just only live life to the fullest. But there are so many people that just don't know how to reach that same way of living that I just decided I will spend a couple of years of my life to educating people about freedom, to educate people about Bitcoin, to educate people about blockchain, decentralized lifestyles, nomad lifestyles, to educate people how to step out of the circle, that hamster wheel. I couldn't just lay on the beach, enjoy my life to the fullest because of one of the steps that I took, but I also want other people to reach that same thing. You know why? Because I want my kids in the future to be surrounded with same-minded people like my children. And if I don't spend time now and educate other people all over the world through YouTube, through socials, through series, that a different lifestyle is also possible, then my kids will be the only ones living that lifestyle in the future. I want other kids also to join them. I want them, those new generations, to really support this new world, this new decentralized world, where the power will be back to the people, not to centralized governments and entities. So to do this, I need to, give up some time that I should be maybe focusing on myself now into educating people. That's why I love this YouTube channel. That's why I love to do this work. It's not only about price, it's about all the stuff that I can give to people that they maybe change their mindset. And I think in the last 4 years of our traveling and making these YouTube videos, maybe almost 20 or 25 families did change because of what we are doing as a family, and did find a new lifestyle, and did find a new successful lifestyle as well. So yeah, it's just doing something I love, and I really love what I'm doing, and that's why I keep doing it. And but it's very difficult for me to shut off. It's very difficult for me to say, okay, now I won't do it for 2 or 3 weeks. It's just not in me. It's just when I do something, I want to do it like really, really well. I want to keep performing. I want to keep doing the job, improve the job. So it's very difficult for the entrepreneur to say, oh no, 3 weeks I will stop YouTube and I will go and be on the campsite. I just want to keep doing the things that I like as well. And I don't even want to minimize the time on that period. And that's what I'm going to do. But I will be creating something cool. Good massages, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of good massages in Thailand. Yeah, very good ones. What are your thoughts on Plan B predictions? Okay, Plan B is a very good friend of mine, as you know. We have spent a lot of time together, and I love his predictions, and I love that he is always holding strong on his models, and his models are doing the predictions. Plan B is just saying what his model is saying, and his model is saying Then an average in the next 4 years, all the way till 2028, then average the price of one Bitcoin would be 500,000 US dollar, which means there needs to be a period in those 4 years we spend below the 500,000, and we need to spend a period above that 500,000. And that period that we spend above the 500,000, his model is saying we could even spend around 800,000 US dollar per Bitcoin. So his model has not been off that far. Last time there was like a more bullish model that said 100K. He was off only like 25%. The bearish model that he was normally using, the original plan B, was saying 55 to 60K, and we did reach that level exactly. And that bearish model is now saying an average of 500K in the next 4 years. So I think that his model could be right, but for me, it's also just unbelievable yet to see Bitcoin at 500,000 US dollar in average, and even 800,000 US dollar peak in 2025. So let's see what will happen. I hope his model is right. I hope you will reach 800K, but I would be very happy with 500K. And I would also be very happy if his model this time again is like underperforming with 30%, which would mean we would even reach still 250K. So all good. 250K is good. I'm already happy from 150K. Just imagine. Bitcoin, 150K. I started mining Bitcoin at $80. And that's the washing machine. So I'm ending my video very soon. I started mining at $80. I bought my first Bitcoins at $900 to 150K. I'm always happy. Greetings to Prague, guys. I'm going to end the video because, this washing machine and everything starts to make a lot of noise. Sorry for that. But it's also almost 1.5 hours. I wish you an amazing day. If you're going to look at Formula One, then you can watch that one in 15 minutes. It will start the training. So wish you a beautiful weekend. I hope that the weekend will be amazing for you guys as it will be for me. Watching football, European Championships, I'm watching them. Just if you join my pool, it's like 160 people in the pool. Congratulations with maybe winning the prize of $500 worth of Bitcoin. We'll take a little bit more to the final. Give the video a thumbs up. Thank you. Share it even with your friends and family. If you learn something tomorrow morning, probably 10 a.m., a Dutch AMA, always in the morning, just before another live AMA in the Netherlands. I will do my live AMA. So see you tomorrow for the Dutch one. I wish you a beautiful Friday, beautiful Saturday, beautiful Sunday, and a lot of fun. And tell your wife to say a few times tonight, Hawk Tua. Zooming out, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you the next time. Bye-bye.